Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. But you look at this defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you get hit in all phases.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Broncos switch, Broncos.
Handoff comes to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Now it's Herbert. shot him, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4.
Go.
Herbert now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll send Judy in motion left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Got it. Ready?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Stephanie! 79 Broncos! Now go!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. Fights loose. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Herbert off of play action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
What the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is taken at the 15. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost push them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's free at the 35. Breaks through the contact. They'll have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Marvin Mims from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hurt. 70 Ranger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Finding Ertz again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
1st down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Oilers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, go lion. What is it?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
12. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ram.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Run! Baylor tight. 21. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Spiller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Ray. Set.
Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Chosen. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And complete right side to Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 9.
2nd and 9 now. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents, and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete yet again to Spiller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Herbert now. Caught right side, Davis. Touchdown! Darius Davis, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Oilers get a bit closer.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ready, ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
59.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches
you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Evans. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. There he goes again. Jerry Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The drive starts with a give to Spiller, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out quickly to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air again, Herbert. Finds Spiller on the check down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
5-9, 5-9. Go orange.
Here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They run again on first down. Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And Judy's going to have the Broncos first down as a tackle made at the 18. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.